Alright guys, so I want to talk about some really big stuff for the future of Call of Duty. Call of Duty is going to be going to free to play. That is the model that will take over Call of Duty. I want to go through what Activision talked about yesterday. They announced a bunch of stuff. Now there are separate conversations to be had. Now I am an optimist. I like to think on the positive side of things. So I'm going to look at all of this from a positive angle and why this is good for Call of Duty. Now the microtransaction system, that's a different video. I want to talk about that within a different setting because I want to talk about within this video the free-to-play aspect, why they're doing it, and what we're seeing free-to-play moving forward. So the first thing here, I'll just put it right up on screen. You guys know this has been leaked before, but Modern Warfare's Battle Royale mode to come in early 2020 will be free-to-play standalone mode from the main game. So this was something that we talked about potentially with Blackout, and if you guys have seen the leaks, Black Ops 4's Blackout, I'm not so sure if Blackout was supposed to be on launch free to play. That would have been huge for the game mode, but obviously it wasn't. It was a part of Black Ops 4, and Blackout, not even the best battle royale anyway, but if it was free to play, definitely a lot more people would have downloaded it because just like Fortnite, I only started playing Fortnite because it was free. If Fortnite was 20 bucks, I probably would have been a bit hesitant to actually buy it. Maybe once it got popular, I would buy it, but the fact that it was free made it so you could just download it and play it. Why not? It's free. Blackout, that would have probably succeeded from that free-to-play model. Activision finally saw this, and you know what? They were just thinking, we gotta make this free-to-play. Scrapping Blackout. Blackout, no one cares about anymore. We're gonna make Modern Warfare's Battle Royale free-to-play moving into 2020, and that is a huge deal, but this means a lot for the future of this game and Call of Duty in general, because it's not just going to be Blackout, guys. I mean, it's not going to be Battle Royale for Modern Warfare. It's going to be a lot more than that. So let me go through something with Call of Duty Mobile and how that's going to set a huge precedent for what we're going to be seeing in terms of Call of Duty content. So Call of Duty Mobile has reportedly seen over 500,000 downloads since its soft launch in Canada and Australia, has generated $100,000 in revenue in 1 month. That's very big. During the investor call yesterday, Activision was cautiously optimistic about the mobile game, but we would not be surprised if the mobile game generates more revenue for Activision than Modern Warfare. So the success of Call of Duty Mobile definitely is a huge indicator as to what we're going to be seeing for Call of Duty moving forward. Now, I don't want to go off on a limb and just start saying random stuff, you guys. I want to actually, have some sort of evidence for what I'm saying, but I think it's pretty clear that if Call of Duty Mobile succeeds in the way that it's most likely going to succeed, if in these different countries it's in a beta right now, it's in the soft launch, I mean the game isn't, I guess it is complete, but it's not fully out to the public yet, but if it's already generating so much revenue and no one really knows about it, if it's free to play, it's gonna, attract so many more players. If Call of Duty Mobile pretty much is more successful than Modern Warfare and it's a better revenue stream for Activision, then that's going to be the model moving forward. And I don't think, Activision and Call of Duty will completely ditch Modern Warfare because, again, like we said, Modern Warfare, again, is supposed to be the biggest game ever. It's supposed to have the most DLC past launch. It's supposed to be, probably supported throughout the next couple of years, not just the next year, but DLC for the next couple of years and maybe until the next Infinity Ward game. But if it's more successful than Modern Warfare, either one, they're just gonna stick with Call of Duty Mobile and really just put all of their, eggs in one basket with mobile there and just continue to support mobile forever, or they'll start making Call of Duty free to play. I don't think that's actually such a crazy idea because the main part of Activision's revenue at this point are microtransactions. As much as we don't like microtransactions, that is how they make so much money. So just to put this up on the screen, you guys know, Activision says microtransaction revenue from Black Ops 4 is higher than that of World War II. Activision made $800 million from the microtransactions in the last quarter alone. That's insane. Just the last quarter, almost $1 billion from microtransactions. And think about Black Ops 4. Who plays Black Ops 4? There is not a lot of people playing Black Ops 4, but despite Black Ops 4 is having such a negative reception in the community and pretty much people not playing it at all, it seems like no one's playing it. Clearly, there are a ton of people playing it, and they're spending so much money that Activision, for one, they're not going to stop this, they're going to ramp it up, and two, they're going to think, well, you know what? Imagine if Black Ops 4 was free to play, you can get all of these different casual players and people that obviously don't watch YouTube. Majority of the people that are playing Call of Duty aren't on the YouTube community, aren't on Twitter. They don't really know what's going on. They don't really know if they're being scammed. They're just buying Call of Duty. They go into the game, they go into the store, they see all of the cool outfits and skins and supply drops and different weapons they could get, and they're just spending tons of money, and they don't really understand that this is not fair, it's not the best thing to do, but it doesn't matter because Activision's making so much money. So if Black Ops 4 was free to play, they probably would have made, I don't even know, double, more than double from what they did last quarter just on microtransactions alone, and that's for sure a lot more of a good investment than just charging $60 for a game. And that's honestly why there were rumors about Modern Warfare overall being free to play, which I could definitely see as well. Them focusing on microtransactions and just making the game free to play again would open up the game to so many more people, and eventually you're gonna be tempted to want to buy these microtransactions, and you can easily spend more than $60 for sure, and they would make even more money than just charging $60 and not having microtransactions. That's just the way it is. Now, again, I'm going to do a different video talking about, what they're going to be doing with microtransactions, and obviously that's probably going to be a hate video. I want to make this video positive because, again, at the end of the day, it's better for us who are knowledgeable of what's going on if we can get Call of Duty to go free to play, okay? And we can get not just Call of Duty Mobile, the base Call of Duty. So let's say Black Ops 5, Call of Duty 2020, the Cold War game that's supposed to be developed by Treyarch. If that goes free to play, and all of us knowingly, it's going to have microtransactions, but we know just don't buy the microtransactions, we're going to get a great deal. We're going to be playing Call of Duty for free, and we're just not going to buy the microtransactions, and then we're good. That's just the way it is. Now, it only sucks for the people that aren't really as knowledgeable as us, and for the people that just don't understand that, look, Activision is only doing this to scam you. They only want the money, and you're going to end up spending a lot more than $60 on microtransactions even if Call of Duty is free to play. So for those people, that sucks. And I would definitely, really advise against that. And I would want everyone to not waste all of their money on Call of Duty. I mean, it's fun sometimes to spend some money on some new outfits. And trust me, even if I'm against microtransactions, I'm going to do it in Modern Warfare 2. It's just the way it is. But I'm not going to spend more than I paid on the game. I'm not going to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on all these microtransactions. The casual players, though, they're going to do that. So that's the thing that really sucks. But for people that are knowledgeable, Call of Duty going free to play is a huge deal. For one, it's free. It opens up the game to so many more people, and I think overall for the Call of Duty community, that is good, despite them having bad intentions, despite them only wanting the game to be free to play to create more revenue for microtransactions. It'll open up the game to so many more people, and Call of Duty could really become this huge game where everyone is able to play. Not saying that it's going to rival the peak of Fortnite, but honestly, any new players to Call of Duty is a good thing for the game. Tons of filled lobbies, a huge thriving community, really creating a juggernaut of a series. Not saying it's going to revive the series, but create a new generation of Call of Duty players that are interested in the game, all just because the game is free to play, and it's just that little push to get you to download it, because honestly, if it's free, it's just something that people want to take part in. Honestly, sometimes things are free. Like if you guys go around and you get a free sample, you just want to take it because because the principle, because it's free. Even if you wouldn't otherwise buy it, or you don't even like what you're gonna try, you just want to try it because it's a free sample. That's the same thing with Call of Duty. If Call of Duty goes free to play, it's not gonna matter if you even hate Call of Duty. You're just gonna be like, you know what? It's free. I may not even like this game, but let me try it. And then what if you do like the game? That's a new player added onto the series. So my point here, I don't know if I'm trying to be positive. I think, again, this all could lead to a lot of good stuff for the game. Now, microtransactions, if it interferes with the quality of the game, then there's just no point. If they really start making Call of Duty free to play, but the main goal is for you to spend money on supply drops and spend money on outfits, then that's going to clearly affect the quality of the game. And then there's pretty much no point in having a free-to-play Call of Duty. I'd rather, and you guys would rather, spend $60 on a Call of Duty, and even if, it's not free-to-play, you still know you're getting a quality game because they're focusing on making a good game and not just focusing on, getting revenue for microtransactions. So that's the only scary thing about that model. Because really, when it's free to play, they have to make their money somewhere. Like, I understand they do have to make their money somewhere, and if it's free to play, they would literally have to make it only for microtransactions. So that would probably make microtransactions so much more worse. So I don't know. There's two different sides to the story there. I think overall it could be a good thing, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I do think it's very possible that Call of Duty could go free to play, so that's why I'm making the case that if it does, which it's very possible, there are some positives to it, but again, the negatives, which we'll talk about in a different video, are potentially really bad. So we'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment below. I don't even know. Leave a comment below matters if you watch the whole video. Thank you guys for watching. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, see you guys later.